This episode of Horse Shelter Heroes is sponsored by
Celia.
We're going to tell you more about it later, but I'm super excited to have Celia on board to help us rescue even more horses.
We have horses coming to the shelter today. We're also going to protest tomorrow.
We're diving in. We're going to have 4 veterinarians here today, and we are going to be busy. There was someone that went into the auction, see what it was like in the auction without us.
Who will save us? Who will save us? When the truth's in the shadows, all hail to the hero.
Here we are, Monday morning. The auction is happening tomorrow. You know, we're planning a protest. We were planning on doing a buyout program over there, but they've said that we can't do that. Hi, Zelda, come here. I need a kitty hug. We want to respect the rules, and they want us to get the dealer license, and we're in the process of doing that. But from the last meeting we had, from my understandings, it was fine if people bring us horses here. So we're going to try to do the buyout program here. We'll see what happens. I know last month I was like, I don't know if this is going to work. We might get 5 horses. We might not get any. I need a vacation. My poor brain needs a rest, but we're going to do what we can. And I know we'll be rescuing horses, and we're going to need donations to help take care of them. And it's looking like we might need a legal fund because the animals are suffering and our hands are being tied to help them. And that is completely wrong. We're just going to keep fighting. But I'm going into this week being like, what on earth? And then we have veterinarians that are coming in for working interviews, and it's just a crazy week. I usually have A, B, C, D planned, and all my plans after F feel like they're being used, and it's so frustrating because the horses are the ones that are suffering, and I know they're going to be horses there in horrible condition, and we can't help them, but we're going to do everything we can to help as many as we can, and it's just going to be a wild ride this week.
Hi, this is Dr. Mary Ellen Chavez. I'm back here at Horse Plus. I was here in August and have a great opportunity to come back and help out. Doing all sorts of stuff this week. Excited. It's going to be very busy. Small animals, large animals, everything in between.
So this morning, I'm taking Dr. Mary Ellen and we're going to go look at our kittens and see if they are potentially ready to be adopted. All of them. Oh, they're like little snowballs. Oh, so cute. All right, take 2 and we'll take these 2. So Dr. Mary Ellen is now checking over these little guys, checking their ears, making sure they have no mites, listening to their heart, their lungs, making sure everything sounds nice and healthy. And then we're gonna try to draw some blood so we can run some tests.
Oh, it sounds so good. Oh, that sounds so good. This one is a designer. Look at that. You just have all of the long furs. Look at that face. I want to come join. Faye. Will you be my mommy?
Today we were able to evaluate all 4 kittens that we have here. We took a blood sample from each of them and tested them for feline leukemia and FIV. All of their tests came back negative, so that's great news. So they've passed that stage for going on to adoptions. They're good for their vaccines now. And then I've gone through and done a physical exam for each of them as well. Everything looks good. So these guys are getting ready for new homes.
We have a dog coming in this morning, and it's kind of a rough situation. We work with a lot of different agencies, and really don't know how to say this history of this dog, but here we go. So dog is in rough condition. Sounds like it's 17 years old, really long nails and things. That's what I know about it. But its history of why it's coming to us is really strange. Lady was working at the jail, and apparently she had an affair with somebody who was locked up in jail. Now she's in jail, I think separate cells, I'm sure. Some of the animals that come to us come with some very strange history, but this sounds like it's a very old, elderly dog that really needed help. And so we'll be doing everything we can for it. But yeah, just really, really bizarre. I don't quite understand that. But her husband's divorcing her now, and everything's falling apart. But just, ugh.
You might not be able to see too good, but you can hear very, very well. His toes have not been trimmed, so this has actually grown into his pad. Ooh. So we are definitely going to take care of that for him, make him more comfortable. So, there we go.
There we go.
Pulled it right out.
At least it wasn't in there too long.
Hi, I'm here with Copper today. We just went ahead and did an intake examination on Copper to get to know him a little bit better. He's neutered, so that's great. He did have very, very, very long nails. So we gave him a nail trim and he'll feel much better after that. He does have some fleas. That's something that we can medicate, take care of. Big thing was taking a blood sample for a heartworm test. It did come back negative, so that is good news as well. Big thing for this guy is his mouth. He is missing numerous teeth. His mouth definitely needs to have another look taken at it. His ears, however, are looking great. I mean, he's mostly ears. That's great that we don't have any concerns with that. His eyes, you can tell that they're cloudy. He definitely has some vision changes, but he still can see. He's not blind. So we'll take another look at him in a little bit, but right now that's what we have found.
I am about to give Major Branch a call. He's with Putnam County Sheriff's Department, just to fill him in that we'll be out there protesting in front of Wilson's livestock auction tomorrow night. Hi, Major Branch. This is Dawn from Plus Humane Society. I'm just calling to give you a heads up that we will be out there tomorrow again in front of Wilson's livestock auction protesting. Okay. We will call you if we need you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. That went better than I expected after last week or last month. He's just told us that he's not going to stand out and babysit us this time, that if we need him, we can call him.
So I am working on some posters for our protest, and this is horrible, and I hope you don't have to see what's on my screen, but it's what happened to the poor horse that was gelded at the auction yard after the sale. And he had a testicular hernia and his intestines fell out through the cut. And in Tennessee, it is actually legal for anybody to castrate an animal they own. And that needs to change, but this horse is why we were kicked out. So going to fix that, and hopefully soon we can be back at the auction saving lives. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, working on getting the posters ordered, and they'll be here and we're gonna be able to hold them up and let traffic know what happened at that auction.
We have horses coming to the shelter today, and we're also going to protest tomorrow, and we have a few more horses coming to us tomorrow. Right now we're just gonna go up, we're gonna get them off the trailer, we're gonna see if they all have Coggins, we're gonna microchip them, that way we can scan them, and then we're gonna figure out what their needs are from there.
We're here for intake. We just had 12 horses that arrived here at Horse Plus, so we're just gonna be doing our initial evaluations with them. On a quick look, several of them were coughing when they got off the trailer. One was laying down when they arrived. We have some that have some leg wounds that are very apparent, and some are in pretty good body condition, but some of them are definitely needing some more groceries and needed it for a long time.
So we are going back down to the main part of the shelter just to kind of regroup and make sure that we have everything we need. We're gonna wait for Tawny as well before we do anything, just to make sure that we're doing it right, make sure we're not making any mistakes with what we're allowed to do with these animals.
So I am taking Copper over to the vet barn so we can give him a bath and hopefully help him with his itchies. You wanna know what that is? Dirt mixed with flea dirt. You know what flea dirt is, right? It's flea poop. And do you know what flea poop is consistent of? Blood. So if you take a sample, like if you take some flea dirt off of a dog, put it on a paper towel, and then get it wet, it will turn red. Here, those are fleas that are dead. Look at that, I don't know if they're alive. This area right here, he's been scratching. That's all irritated from fleas. He's missing fur back there. It's from the fleas. So we just finished Copper's bath. He was a little hesitant at first, but then started to relax. He had lots and lots of fleas, lots and lots of flea dirt and dirt on him, and I'm sure as soon as he gets dry and warm, he'll feel a whole lot better.
Hey, Corey.
Hey, John.
How you doing?
I'm really tired this morning, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, it is a Monday, so.
I've got like no energy today. She's being really good for me though, so I'm happy about that.
Oh man, that's bad, that's bad. Well, you know, I got a little something for you if you want to try it.
You got something for me.
Yeah, I do. Here you go, it's called Solia. Energizing mix. Yeah. It's not just a boost, but it actually has long-term benefits.
Really?
It gives you all those vitamins that you need, yeah.
You just put it in water? Or
Yeah,
what?
you just put it in water. It's a power mix that provides steady and lasting energy, increased physical performance, and a formidable mental edge. So it's got vitamin C, it's got some magnesium, sodium, and potassium, you know, all those good things for your body.
Wow. It's like instant. Even that flavor on there wakes you up.
Yep. It's even plant-based, and it's not tested on animals either.
So yeah, huh?
Yep, Celia, energizing mix. Wow, he's already like moving fast, you see? Oh, man, Celia really works.
I do already feel better. That stuff's pretty good.
You want some more?
Yeah, I'll take some.
Yeah, there you go. Here, man. Here. You got all the good stuff.
All right.
You want some more? You want some too, Lyric?
Why not?
Yeah, there you go. See, you know, the more the better. This is, yeah. So Celia, you get the energizing mix, you pour it in a 16-ounce bottle, and you're good to go. But you can also combine it with the cellular regeneration daily dose, and it will even give you even better boosts every day. So Celia, get it now. It's pretty good.
Thank you, John.
No problem.
With this group of horses we just got in, there's some that are pretty critical. We're pulling those ones out first. This one, it makes me feel like somebody knew she needed euthanasia because they chopped her mane off, they chopped her tail, and then afterwards I think somebody, like a trader, came in and chopped her tail in some different patterns, and in the horse world, mule world especially, those patterns can mean different training, riding levels, but I know you're really concerned about her.
Yeah, when she first came in, we noticed that there are some wraps on her hind legs down around her pasterns. And we've seen horses like that before at auction, and it cuts off circulation when they're not removed. So we can tell that these wraps have been on for a long time, concerned what we'll see underneath, as well as how it's systemically been affecting her to have an infection or multiple infections. She seems like she's an older horse. She's definitely seen some things, and we'll ease her last journey.
So how lame is lame?
I don't think they're in that good a shape.
Okay.
They were neglected, and the new property owner bought the place. They were there. They weren't took care of, and they wanted to
Bring them in.
bring them in, see what we do, and if they were having a hard time just getting on the trailer. You got them loaded, got them here. See what you can do, and best place for them.
Yeah. Do the best.
If they're
you can
going to have
for
a
'em.
chance, this is where they're going to have a chance,
Yep.
hands down. So, have
All
y'all
right,
been busy?
Really?
Is an understatement.
Yeah, that's totally the understatement of the year. The horses that Garrick brought in, he called and told us they were pretty crippled, and they are. Garrick's a farrier, and when he knows what he's talking about, he's had years of farrier experience. He's not really doing farrier work much now because he's had some injuries, but he knows what he's talking about. And when he says they're crippled, they're definitely crippled, but they were just basically abandoned on somebody's property when they sold it. And the new owners came in, and here's these crippled horses. So they surrendered them to us, and really, really thankful that they came in here where they'd be safe, because horses like this, you know, they could easily ship to Mexico and, you know, get that slaughter price for them. But we're thankful they came here instead.
Looking out the window, fogging up the glass. I trace the skyline with my finger, I'm wondering where you're at.
Is that yummy? Life is better. So this poor horse, he's got scrapes and injuries all over his face. He's just shaking. It's really sad.
So this little lady came off of the trailer today. When she arrived, she was actually laying down and was quite lethargic. So we were able to get her up, get her moving around. She has several lacerations. You can tell her forelock is just all covered in the sticky burrs. There are numerous lacerations on her legs. There are fly eggs that have been laid all over her. She is very, very thin. I would call her a body condition score of a 3 out of 9. When she arrived and got off the trailer, she was coughing horrendously, and she has coughed since she's been here. When I listen to her lungs on each side, there are increased sounds. So I know it's definitely affecting her whole respiratory system. She overall has multiple things that are going on systemically that have affected her. She's very uncomfortable. The best thing for her is to be out of pain and out of suffering. She's already had a lot of battles that she's fought already, and we're gonna help her cross peacefully to the next side.
My, how the time goes by, and winter's almost here. And when the evenings make me shiver, I'm wondering if you're near. I'm wondering if you're near.
So we can tell that there is an old injury here. Unsure of what happened, but it definitely compromised this joint. This is definitely scarred over, but it looks like somebody has shaved this recently. So unsure what that is from, but this is definitely a long-term injury. You can also tell that one leg is shorter than the other. There's a possibility that it might have affected the growth plate. You also look at the hoof hooves themselves, you can see the growth rings. There's some abnormal things there, which kind of lets us know that this horse has had issues in the past. To what extent, we don't know, but coupled with this leg injury and with it being so acutely painful upon presentation, this horse is definitely suffering, and we need to see what we can do to ease its pain. This girl also came in with the other horse that we just evaluated. This one is more acutely lame than the other one. These feet are so painful and so sensitive that she is suffering greatly, and really the best thing for her is to go peacefully. Her other friend is also suffering, and the best decision for both of these guys is to let them go peacefully.
We're wrapping up for this first day of our crazy intakes that we're having. We had a group of 12 horses come in that we were able to intercept from auction, and then 2 owner surrenders came in the middle of that. So we've had 14 today so far. There's more coming in tonight and again tomorrow, and then we'll be headed to the auction to protest. So this week is insanity.
Yeah, so for the ones that we had come in today, we were basically doing triage and figuring out which ones just very apparently were in need of the last act of kindness, and we were able to give that to those that were in desperate need of it. We'll be reevaluating the others tomorrow, as well as the ones that come in tonight and the ones tomorrow. So a lot of moving pieces, but take comfort in the fact that the ones that came today did not have to go through auction, and we were able to alleviate their suffering, the ones that really needed it.
Come here. So another one.
Yeah, that's just one though. They bought him sight unseen from a feedlot, and when they got him, he has moon blindness and a bunch of other things, so they're bringing him here.
So let me take you over here and we'll explain what's happening. I wish I could really be like, this is the game plan and this is what we're doing, but things have been changing so much. We are going to be protesting at the auction today. Basically, we have been told we cannot buy horses off of our property. From the last meeting, I could understand it was fine if people bring us horses here. So that is what we're doing. We got stacks of Coggins from yesterday. We will still be pulling Coggins on these animals because over the last 8 years of rescuing horses at auctions, these animals come in with inaccurate Coggins. We have Dr. Mary Ellen here. She's recently graduated vet, and she's also been a veterinarian licensed technician. So we have her here all this week helping us. Tomorrow we have veterinarians coming in for our working interviews. So we're gonna have lots of hands-on care. Dr. Lydia will also be here. Tomorrow is the plan, unless there's some emergency, but hopefully she will be able to be here as well. So, so far, the buyout program that we have going on at our facility is working. People are calling and we're saying that you can bring horses here. Unfortunately, I've been put in a position where I really can't fundraise or say what's happening now. When you're watching this is a week after all of this has happened, but I feel like if I'm posting like, hey, we got in 21 horses yesterday, and I post that online, I have a feeling I will get a call and hear yet again another scenario of what I can and cannot do to rescue horses. Through all of this challenge, the blessing is that we know that the USDA is saying that you can't actually get kicked out from a public auction. Now, if there are any bodyguards out there when we do go back into the auction that would accompany us, I would feel great about that. And I think there's also bulletproof vests on our Amazon wish list. And they would be good to have even like when we go out to do seizures and things for animal cruelty cases. So just trying to cover all our bases, but this is extremely frustrating. It's just been a roller coaster the last month here, but through the roller coaster last month, 57, so far over 20 with our buyout and surrender program here just this week.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I need some chicken therapy, I think.
Oh, you need chicken.
This works for you.
Okay. So anybody can take them for therapy, okay? As long as they don't hurt. Taking all of them?
I'm pretty sure I need just like, life is pretty rough. And
Okay, here, don't forget grandma.
just gonna go have a little chicken therapy because it works for John, and John's very happy after he hugs these chickens, so I'm gonna go give it a try because there is way too much craziness going on with all of this complicated rescuing that we're doing right now, so I'm gonna take a little time out. Okay. This works really well for John. I've never embraced chicken therapy like this. This guy is not hatched yet. This guy's very squishy. That might be kind of nice, I guess. That one's pretty much how I'm feeling. Yeah, I can relate to this chicken, absolutely. But I think these ones are just better to hug. Like, I'm the type of person that likes to have lots and lots of plans and backup plans, and I'm getting overloaded and trying to figure out how to make all these plans that will work. And they are working. Like, we've gotten horses here, we're helping them, they came in with Coggins and all this stuff, but like, I don't even know what I am, but I'm trying.
Okay, is she still with the chickens? Where is she? I thought she was with the chickens. Why did she leave all my chickens here? Okay, there's a rule. You can take the chickens for therapy, but you should be able to bring them back.
We'll be right back with the little baby. So the adopters for Bouncy Bert are here, so I'm about to go get him and then bring him over here to meet his new mom.
You wanna see the baby? There's a baby kitty. That's a baby kitty, huh? Yeah, you love the kitty cats.
Where's the mama?
Oh my God.
Where's the mama?
Hi.
There's the mama.
No.
There's the mama.
Oh my goodness. Hi. There's the baby.
All right, 3, 2, 1, yay! You got a home now, buddy. Mwah, you're ready. Yeah, I just...
Hi, buddy. Little toy.
This morning we came up and did a quick evaluation of all of the horses that we have up here in quarantine. We had another load that came in last night that we got comfortable and settled. Taking a look at everybody this morning, we prioritized a few that are definitely extremely uncomfortable. We've prioritized those. We do have another load of horses coming in a few minutes, so we're gonna get ready, get our team in place to evaluate those, and then we will triage those as well, and then combine our triage list, so that way we can make sure we're addressing the ones that are worse off, and then have a plan for the others.
She has moon blindness in her eyes.
Okay.
So we had she had followed my dad's horse, but she's just got it recently, so she ain't too good walking around.
Okay.
So we just had this family bring us 2 horses. They've been taking care of them for the last few years, but unfortunately they're not able to take care of them anymore, so they decided to bring them to us. We also just got 7 horses brought in, but we're gonna get them settled in and we're gonna head down and get ready for our protest.
So we're headed over to the auction. We need to figure out who is going to be 2,000 feet on both ends away from the auction, passing out flyers. I mean, we need enough presence from different places to do things. So we're gonna stop at Columbia, pick up some more posters. If some of y'all can head there first, so we can pick up the people that we're meeting and the posters, and then y'all can just set up there. Be sure you're wearing a mic and have it rolling in case any law enforcement or anyone comes up to you. Last time we couldn't even get out of the car without law enforcement jumping all over us and telling us we couldn't be there. So let's roll with that and we'll see what happens.
We just received 15 horses, part of our buyout program. So we got them all unloaded, and now we're gonna kind of just look them over and see how they are. So we're evaluating these 15 horses that just got dropped off. We're just doing some quick evaluations just to see how critical they are before the vets get here tomorrow, and then they make final decisions on these horses. We're just sending out some photos so that Tawny and the team kind of know what we're facing here. They're at the protest at the auction, and so Keith and I and a few others are just here holding down the fort, just making sure everything is going okay and all the animals are cared for.
Horses, when they're in the slaughter pipeline, they get shipped from auction to auction across the United States. And with one of the groups that came in through our buyout program, it was very evident as soon as we got her paperwork that her Coggins was drawn in Texas at a well-known kill pen auction situation. She came into us through our buyout program. A trader up in Pennsylvania contacted us and wanted to bring us horses, and we said, yes, as long as you got the health certificate and their Coggins, they can come to us. Since April, she's literally been bouncing around in the slaughter pipeline, and she went from Texas all the way up to Pennsylvania. You know, it's just really crazy to think that here's this young horse, sold in April, has been bouncing around in the slaughter pipeline, and finally makes her way to us. And months later, and who knows how long she'd been in the slaughter pipeline before. And when we rescue horses from auctions, a lot of times they've been in the slaughter pipeline for a long time. You can tell they've had auction tag after auction tag on their bodies. And in this horse's case, we were able to go back and document where she came from, what auction she went through, and how she's been floating around in the slaughter pipeline. And this is why it's really important not to support kill pens, because a lot of times there are kill pens, feedlots that are pretending that they actually ship horses and they don't. They just have a Facebook page. They're posting out that they're shipping these horses, and when they say direct ship, it could be just to another auction.
800, 800, 800, quarter, 825, 825. Some 800, number 820. We have 2776, 2779. And 2776 is the shorter of the two paints. Something 550, or number 5348. You want them all? He wants number 2779. 2779. We have the Sorrel and 2776 left. Recrank the machine. I got $300 and a quarter. 320, 350, not 75, 375, 375, and 400. Some $500. But number 2660. You want them both? Just the number 2776, 2776. We have the sorrel horse left. I got 200 rocks, quarter, 2 and a quarter, quarter by.
Support your local rescues, and if you'd like to learn more about the truth about kill pens and feedlots, be sure to watch our video. It's in the link below.
So we're getting ready to protest. We got over here quite a bit later than we wanted. We've got our signs. We're gonna go protest. Let Horse Plus back in. And we have some other signs that are pretty graphic for TV. All right, we're ready to pile in?
Good luck, guys.
Thanks.
You too, Faye. Bye.
We are going down to the gas station at the other end. It is over 2,000 feet away, so we're gonna go ahead and advertise that we are buying horses.
We're just getting set up here and we're going to be going live here shortly, but we are rolling on protesting again.
Let Horse Plus back in. Let Horse Plus back in. To rescue. We have the right to rescue. Right to rescue.
We're across from the auction right now and we're just got it set up. What's nice is law enforcement didn't instantly pull up and say we couldn't be here. And we are protesting that they let us back into the auction. Here's another truck and trailer. We've got people down the road further saying what we cannot constitutionally say right now.
We have the right to rescue.
There's some words that they say that we cannot say here, even though we're on a public road. But down the road, 2,000 feet, we do have folks down there being able to say what we can't legally say, which goes against the constitutional right of being able to have free speech. But anyways, we're here and we're protesting.
Nobody really seems too upset that we're standing out here. Just a lot of people waving. So yeah, we'll see what happens as the day goes on.
We have the right to rescue.
So there are 3 of the agricultural crime unit guys walking this way. So we are going to need to be videoing and seeing what they have. We should have every right to protest. We're not offering to do anything we shouldn't be according to their laws. So we'll see what happens when they come on down here. They're just down there watching us watch them. I don't think they're actually gonna come talk to us. I thought they were for a little bit. And every time I talk to those guys, I hear one story, and then I talk to another one, and I hear another story. I really feel kind of sorry for them because they're trying to enforce laws that are so vague, they don't know what to do. I strongly feel that we have the right to rescue horses from a public auction, and everything we can gather from all the laws and the USDA licensing on auctions. If the auction's open and open to the public, we would have every right to be there. So these protests out here are very temporary, I feel like, because I feel like either next month or the month after, we will be back in there because legally they can't actually keep us out, but we're trying to be respectful of their no trespass and hopefully get them to change their minds.
Looks like the officers are heading back and not going to bother us tonight.
Trying to get another post together. And I got to send out an email to try to let our fans know what we're doing and that we do need help to continue our mission and our rescue efforts. So please, if you're watching this, consider making a donation. We really need your help right now. All right, I just got my email done. So far, they are just leaving us alone. They're minding their own business. They're trying to pretend we're not here, I think. We're making a difference, we're making an impact, and we're doing what we can. And I can tell you that we've been very, very busy horse-wise this week. intercepting horses out of the slaughter pipeline. It's gonna be a long, crazy, chaotic week for all of us.
We have the right to rescue.
Wonderful lessons you're teaching your children. Yeah, she's really teaching her kids to be respectful in this world. Something else. Our freedom of speech has been taken away. We can't say anything about that.
Go buy them.
They kicked us out.
Go buy them. Why don't you go buy them?
They kicked us out. We'd love to. They kicked us out.
We don't have control over who brings skinny horses.
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely agree. We bought a lot of skinny horses out of there, and that's fine. We understand it's legal, but they kicked us out, so we can't buy horses. We would love to go back in there and buy more horses, but they kicked us out. I'm not sure what that lady thought, but she's like, well, go and buy them then. And I told her we got kicked out, and she's like, she's confused. And it's okay, I'm confused too on how to do this whole situation of trying to rescue and keep everyone happy and follow the laws while other folks are not following the laws. We're doing the best we can, but it's as clear as mud, I was saying for a long time, but now it's like as clear as mud pudding.
It's getting dark and we're gonna pack up. We didn't get here as early as we wanted, but I think we made all the noise and brought attention to what we're doing that we needed to. So we're gonna hop in the truck. It's probably almost here. Nope, Justin had to walk. So we can't park here alongside the road. They told us we couldn't park here even though the easement is plenty wide to park. So we parked down at a very nice building where we were given permission to park. And so Justin ran down there and he's getting the truck and we'll all pile in it because in the state of Tennessee, it's legal to ride in the back of a truck. So we're gonna get back and hit the highway and get back to the shelter and see what happens tomorrow.
The protest went great. We've got about a 2.5-hour drive back to the shelter. I'm really bummed that we don't have a staging area and we were able to intercept horses here tonight. We saw a lot of horses go in, but we did the best we could. And you know, it's nice to know that we have intercepted a lot this week. And we'll see what happens as this crazy journey continues of trying to fight for the right to rescue. We take a lot of emphasis on horse supplements, and when we do auction intakes, I mean, we're doing probiotics and electrolytes and all these things, and it's very important to make sure that animals are getting all the proper things they need. But it is just as important to take care of yourself. And Celia has graciously said that they'll donate 20% of every sale to us. And if we can do 100 purchases, they will donate $1,000. That's enough to rescue one more horse. And they said if you can do 200, they'll donate $2,000. And I know you might be like, oh great, Tawny's doing a commercial now. I'll do what it takes to rescue horses. And we have rescued over 100 horses in the last 2 months. It costs like $1,000 to rescue and intake a horse. And you can do the math, and donations have been down. I haven't been able to fundraise like I normally can, like, hey, we're going at the auction, these are the horses at the auction, please donate. So I am so grateful for Celia to step forward and say, hey, you know what, we can help, this is how we can help, and they can help us. Like, if you purchase their products, it's gonna help the horses. And just like when you're watching our YouTube videos and those ads come on, those ads help through monetization, Celia's trying to help too. So I hope you'll support us through their products. We all need supplements, horses need supplements, and so do you. Well, it's morning after the protest, and we have an extremely busy day because we have been extremely busy this week helping horses, and now we have all the intake to do. We've done some of the intake previously this week, but now we're diving in. We're gonna have 4 veterinarians here today, and we are going to be busy helping all of these horses. And I just want to thank you so much for your support that allows us to rescue and shelter and protect so many horses. Donations are needed. Rescuing horses is not cheap, especially when we have to jump through a ton of hoops, but we're thankful that they're here, and we're going to do everything we can for them. Today is very busy in quarantine. We're basically saying that we're dirty all day because we are going to be working with a lot of animals that we don't really know their history on. You know, they came in from different situations through our buyout program. You know, we required Coggins, told all the buyers, and they've got stacks of Coggins here with these horses. But we don't know. When traders have horses, a lot of times, you know, they could be around sick horses. So we're treating all of these guys just like auction horses. And we have, we're gonna have 4 veterinarians here today, so it's very busy. We have one here already. We have Dr. Gina here, and she is doing a working interview for the day. And then we also have another veterinarian coming in to do a working interview, and we'll have Dr. Lydia here later. So it is busy. And we have a lot of stallions. But I'm very thankful that we have all these horses that we're able to intercept from even going to auction. And I'm so grateful to our amazing group of people out there who saw the need and brought us horses.
In the silence, deep resounding violence of 2 hearts beating for each other in the quiet stillness. I'm reminded of what it means to love another. Ooh, I would carry it all.
Oh,
Baby.
I mean, I stubbed my toe and it's the end of the world. I cannot imagine how painful it is for such large animals.
Really grateful that someone did bring her to us. She was sold at the auction last night, and you know, clearly she is suffering. She needs the last act of kindness, and really thankful that she's here. I suspected that she was a big lick horse, and the easiest way to tell is we just pull the tail tendon back like that, and she was a performance big lick horse at one point in her life, and then she's been dumped. So if you think she went for years in stacks and chains, going through all that torture, only to be neglected to the point her feet are foundered and in even more pain from her feet. It's a really sad story for this mare.
He is so handsome. The leg is very sad.
Baby.
He is a baby. He's still got little legs. Yeah, 3, 2.5 to 3. I would say 3.
Radiographically, we don't have a primary cause like an injury for this. This looks like a primary lymphadenitis. So the lymphatic system circulates in the body kind of like your blood circulates. And if we have acute swellings, we often can employ massage therapy and controlled exercise and things, but unfortunately over time, we basically have scar tissue buildup in the lymphatic system, and it means that sometimes this swelling can be irreversible. So this horse, even though he's really young, has a very poor prognosis for return to function. His leg is so swollen that his skin is cracking and breaking in the back, and he's oozing fluid from that lymphatic system down there. So it's really, really heartbreaking. I wish he had some better options, but we don't want him to suffer, and his leg is just going to continue to get worse. When we have this severity of swelling and fluid buildup and an open skin wound, then we have bacteria come in and can cause an infection in that whole leg. So what's really hard about these cases is if this had been diagnosed much earlier on, we would have had appropriate treatment options for this horse. And unfortunately, at this point, those options are no longer on the table.
We're gonna have a very busy afternoon doing our normal intake process. Then we also have a group of 9 donkeys that are gonna be getting gelded. We're gonna have 2 different stations going and get as much done as we possibly can today, so.
Right now I'm just keeping this little guy nice and calm while he's under anesthesia, while we're getting prepared for his surgery. He's getting gelded today.
I close my eyes just to dream of you at night.
We are doing this mare's intake. She's getting probios, electrolytes, Quest Plus, 5-way, and she's also going to get a rabies vaccine. Since we have vets here today, we love that.
So I don't know if you can see, we've got a ton of Culicoides flies and we've got a ton of maggots. So we have multiple types of insects affecting this wound, and it smells quite strong. I'm gonna try to save some of her forelock, but unfortunately some of it we're gonna have to trim off. What a good girl. This has to hurt, she's being such a good girl. I think we got another wound right here. This looks like a poorly fitted halter. See how the wound extends down here? Maybe overly tightened or maybe rubbing repeatedly. It's pretty deep in her skin. And then she just had all of this debris stuck in her hair, kind of festering over the wound. So that helps contribute to it not healing. But there's quite a scar here. This looks like it's been present for a really long time. So this mare has not been sedated, and she's just being wonderful for this. Let me get those maggots off. I'll try not to flick them on you, Faye. There's another pocket. Some more fun maggots. I feel like maggots universally either really disgust people or really fascinate people. I am in the maggot fascination category.
Give me a section. Is this
Yeah,
what you need?
this area here is what I need cleaned
This
off.
whole area?
Yes, that would be lovely. Thank you so much.
Will that make it smell
Look
better?
at the maggots coming out.
I'm just gonna let
Maggot
go
pocket,
because I
really-
barely
Can you
started.
do me a favor? Hold your hand right here and make sure we don't get liquid in this mare's eye.
Mm-hmm.
Maggot pockets. Guys, there's so many. Where are they coming from?
Can you get me a glove, Keith?
Sorry, Kimberly. I have protected you from the maggots so far. Guys, it's so gross. So we had another little pocket with a lot of maggots in there. I think we got them all.
Here we go.
It should be nice.
And we're done.
That is disgusting.
We've got some active maggots happening.
And that will take care of
And it will take care of them. SWAT is an ointment designed to go on wounds that also has an insecticide in it. And then we're gonna do some SSD on top of that.
Beautiful. So this sweet mare with a wound on her poll is fairly healthy despite her age. And so she got treatment and she's gonna get to go out into the pasture.
I close my eyes just to dream of you at night. Ooh, there's nothing as lovely as you in the morning light.
This horse has rain rot present. It's very itchy. If we have time and staff, I think an antifungal bath with Ketosev or BPO3 would be lovely. Does that feel good? Rain rot is so itchy. Rain rot happens when skin is chronically dirty, and the normal bacteria that live on the skin, those staph and strep bacteria, make little scabs and kind of fester underneath. It can be very itchy. For being 20, her joints look great. I think she's a great candidate for...
So we give her everything.
Yes.
Caught up in a while that summer, rolling in thunder.
Out of the thousands and thousands of horses we've rescued, I've never seen one like this. It's pretty amazing. It almost looks like an AI horse.
So we are going ahead and doing the full intake on her. She's getting her orals, she's getting her vaccines, and she is getting a microchip.
Looking for an honesty I couldn't find in nobody. Love to bring home with me, then summer gave me you.
This mare has a wound that doesn't look like a lot right here, but she's got some pretty pronounced swelling back here, which makes me think this might have been a penetrating wound. And she's got some pretty severe swelling down here, which tells us that the inflammation is pretty severe. She gritted her teeth and kind of went, huh, when I just touched her, so she is experiencing a lot of pain. I'm gonna give her some pain and anti-inflammatory medication IV, so it's gonna kick in really quick, and then we're gonna continue with the exam. Can you hear that? Yep. Let's see if you can hear this on the camera. So we've got subcutaneous emphysema. Can you hear it cracking and popping under there? Yes, I ruined the initial popcorny feeling, but feel down here. Just be gentle, because... So look how much this mare has relaxed just with Banamine. Yeah. Sometimes when horses are really, really painful, we don't...
Did you feel it?
See how painful they are, but sometimes they'll act almost sedated because they've been kind of holding themselves. So there's a little bit of air under that skin, so that is also consistent with a penetrating wound that went back there. So I'm just kind of gently feeling underneath this edge, and you can see we've got evidence of an abscess with a tract right there. So I'm gonna, without the needle, sneak this lidocaine in there and try to numb it up a little bit so that I can palpate. Ah ha ha! Can I have a clean syringe? Can we take a little sample of this? Maybe we can get a culture.
As we're examining this horse, I went ahead and lifted up her tail. She looked like potentially a Tennessee walking horse. And sure enough, her tendon tail has been cut, so she is an ex-big lick horse and another thrown away big lick.
We've already used lidocaine to numb this area and this area. When we have an abscess in a weird spot on the body like this, it's helpful to establish multiple areas of drainage. This mare had pain and anti-inflammatory medications. She's getting antibiotics. We got this area really nice and open and all of that pus out, and we infused with antibiotics locally. We were concerned about severe lameness, and we haven't gotten a really great picture yet because she's had pain meds, but she was very off in her front end. We found 5 or 6 giant rocks really embedded in her feet, and she was kind of trying to balance up on those rocks. So I'm hopeful that when we can get the diarrhea under control and she gets a little bit stronger, she may actually be sound to ride. So overall, really happy with this girl. And she's so much more comfortable with those pain meds on board.
We have here a gorgeous Frisian stallion. He might not be purebred, but he is the most Frisian thing we've ever had, I think.
He looks pretty close to a Frisian to me.
Do they have more feathers on their legs? So that was the only thing that was...
He's got feathers in his hind end.
Okay. Well, he is a beautiful stallion, and we're just doing his intake. It's really crazy through the buyout program to get a horse like this for $500 is just amazing. So we're just getting his first exam done, and if he's good, he will be headed over to get
his gelding operation.
We are going to castrate this dreamy, dreamy black stallion that we're all a little bit obsessed with today. He's very handsome. He is 7, so he's got well-developed anatomy, but he's been really well behaved, seems to be sound, so we're gonna put him under anesthesia and castrate him, and hopefully everything goes great, because we're all already in love with him, because he's dreamy.
Sky's always on fire like the 4th of July.
I'm getting ready for testicle number 2. I think it's bigger than the last one, but we'll see.
Do you feel it? So not to be too gross in TMI, but I've delivered like 68 human babies, and every time I castrate something, this is what it looks like when a human baby's head comes out. Like, not even joking.
You were an MD before?
No, I was not. I worked in an African hospital as a public health student.
Oh.
So, but like seriously, every time I see it, I'm like, ooh, it looks like a baby's head.
So this handsome fellow behind us just got castrated. Initially when we laid him down, one testicle was very prominent, the other wasn't so much, but as soon as we palpated it, it popped right out.
It's great to be a part of this and help some animals that are in pain pass on with love and care. And the other animals that can have a second chance, it's really great to be a part of that too. And having these wonderful people help me and just experience everything was great.
It's been awesome. We had so many things going on today. Having 4 veterinarians here and being able to help all the horses that we did today. Like she said, whether it was the last act of kindness or intake exams, getting second opinions, figuring out which ones we're gonna do more medical evaluations on, and then getting some of these castrations done, vaccines. I mean, we really did a little bit of everything today.
It's been an awesome day. It's been great having so many vets here helping us, and everyone's worked really well together. It's really been awesome. We've helped a lot of horses. We've gotten down to a lot of problems that horses had, and we're also helping a lot of horses get gelded and step onto their new journey in life. So it's been a very busy day.
So we had a really busy, exciting day today at Horse Plus. We had a lot of vets here, which was awesome. We were able to assign different teams and accomplish a lot of work. Did a lot of physical exams. I have no idea how many donkeys we castrated. We also castrated this beautiful black Frisian stallion, did a ton of x-rays, looked at a lot of teeth, did some wound treatment, got rid of some maggots. It was a very exciting day, all the things that you would want from a day.
Horse Plus Humane Society, this is Dawn. How can I help you? Thank you so much, Jennifer. I'm going to go ahead and get our shelter manager, Angela, to give you a call back. Yes, we will greatly appreciate it. Our rescue team has been hard at work this week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Lady just called. Jennifer from Florida wants to sponsor lunch for us today. I'm going to go track Angela down and have her give her a call back. See if I can find Angela out here. Oh, there's Tanya. We'll go to Tanya.
She's doing book work. She's getting everything caught up.
I need her to call this lady back right away. Jennifer from Florida would like to sponsor our lunch today.
Jennifer wants to sponsor lunch? Oh, that's amazing. I thought you were gonna be like, she has 50 animals, so she needs, shoo.
She's watched our updates about all of the horses we took in. She
that's awesome.
wants to sponsor our lunch today.
Well, yay for Jennifer. I will take this to Angela, and that's really good because Dr. Lydia is gonna come here on her lunch break, and I'm like, I'll have lunch for you. And I didn't get anything prepared this morning. I'm like, I'll have to DoorDash her something, but now, thank you, Jennifer. Mwah. She saved the day.
She did.
Awesome, I'll let Angela know.
Okay, thank you.
I just got a note that I have to call Miss Jennifer. She wants to donate lunch, so I'm gonna give her a phone call and see what happens. This is Angela from Horse Plus Humane Society. Hey, I'm doing good. I just got a message that you called and that you wanted to provide lunch today. This couldn't come at a better time. It's been a very busy week and we have 3 vets here today. We've had 4 vets this week, and so it's been a busy week, and this is so much appreciated. Thank you. Bye. Wow, so she told me to get whatever we want, drinks and desserts and salad and pizza. So I'm gonna sit down here and figure out what on earth we're gonna order exactly, and then get back to her so she can take care of it. We're so appreciative. Thank you so much, Jennifer. That is so awesome. Dawn is actually in a class and her sign says do not disturb, but I think she'll let me disturb her.
Yes, I'm in the
Hey, Dawn.
Hi.
Hey, our wonderful donor, Jennifer, is providing lunch for us today.
Ooh, how exciting.
I really like the coconut water that's refrigerated. It's like in the produce section and it has a white container around it. I wish I remember the name. This is the problem when you're dyslexic. You find things you really like, but you don't know what they're called.
I will do my best. I will do my best. Okay, media team. Let's see, who we're gonna start with? Isabella. We're gonna go to Walmart and get some desserts and drinks and things. So what do you like for dessert or to drink? I can give you some of the things that other people have told me they want: cheesecake, coconut water.
Someone got coconut water. Who was that?
Tawny.
Oh my gosh, she's so fancy.
She's like, who got coconut water? It's so fancy.
As a teenager, we have friends that are in Hawaii and I would go spend like a month at a time over there. And I got addicted to coconut. So yes, coconut water is on the list.
It's the best day ever. Thank you, Jennifer.
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 Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer.
And we
I'm so excited for lunch.
Yeah,
Yay.
so I've got my Pizza Hut order made. I got my list together and I'm gonna run out and jump in my vehicle and run to Walmart. Gonna have to get moving, so.
So Major came in with a very extensive medical history and we just had our vet take a look. She wanted to check all the concerns that were listed on his paperwork, and he has passed our vet exam. So we're gonna go ahead and take some adoption pictures for him. He's not being adopted, but we're just gonna take some pictures to put on his adoption page.
So I went and got Keith because Keith and Angela really wants a horse. And Angela is in town buying all the goodies for everybody. And I'm like, Keith, come look at the horse because they've been looking for a horse. So we're gonna see if this is potentially a horse for Keith and Angela, and if it is, Keith is gonna keep it quiet about. No, we're gonna keep it a surprise.
I might get in trouble, but yes.
You're gonna adopt Major today?
Yes.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna adopt Major today.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna say anything to Angela.
We'll take her.
Not
You
yet.
wanna go ring that bell you installed?
Dawn has never sat on a horse before.
I'm a little nervous. No, my legs are too short for stirrups.
Who are these? Corey's got long legs.
Oh my gosh.
They can be
We all have
adjusted.
long
I am on top of a horse right now.
You are.
No,
You think you'd ever see the day?
I'm like,
You sure you don't want to adopt him?
Corey, what is he doing?
Okay. Like
Why? Did I tell him to do that?
Okay.
He wants you to-
You ready?
Oh.
Look and smile. Look really confident and smile.
You look great.
I'm a little scared.
I am so excited about this surprise adoption for Angela. Like, she's been wanting a horse since like it's just never the right one. And they have this beautiful farm with like this white rail fence and like horse barn just waiting. And that Heath passed his test. When he came in, we were like, Heath, there's a lot of medical paperwork. Hard to say what's gonna happen, but he's doing really, really good.
I just adopted Major, so.
You excited to tell Angela?
I have not told Angela. I think she'll be happy. I hope. But Major is now ours.
The tree guys are working over there. It's kind of noisy, but we had a powwow here and we've decided that when Angela comes back, we'll just say, hey, almost everybody hopped on this horse. He's super nice. Why don't you come get on him? And then Keith, while you know, she's on him, he's gonna say, how do you like your new horse? And get her reaction that way. So.
I think she'll like it.
If not, you'll be in the stall next to him.
If not, I'll be in the doggy house.
You'll be in the horse barn next to your new horse.
Probably. I got a 4-stall barn, so one of them will be mine.
I think she's gonna love him.
I was working desperately hard to finish the weekly episode because I would like to get it done early. We can get the thumbnail done, the description, have it on YouTube, check for copyright, make sure everything's done in plenty of time to advertise the premiere at 6:30. Tawny came bouncing in here and she said, Jason, you're going to help put the tables up. Now, what you have to understand about Tawny when she says help, she actually means do. So I'm going to go do putting the tables up because Jennifer donated lunch today and she said, buy the staff whatever snacks and drinks they want. The shopping list was this long, the cart was full, and it's on its way. So I got to get the table set up real quick. That would also involve finding tables. I don't see any tables. I don't know where the tables are. I can't find any tables, so I'm gonna go ask Caitlin, because Tawny also told me Caitlin's in charge, so Caitlin's my boss for the next few minutes. I gotta get this job done so I get to be boss again. Caitlin!
Yes, sir.
Where's the tables?
I don't know. I was going to tell you, but I haven't been able to find those tables in weeks. That's why we brought you in. I know. You can find them.
Somebody says they know where tables are. Let's go find who says. All right, Dawn, where's the tables?
They're up on top of the vet barn.
They're on top of the vet?
They're in that little, above the rooms.
Oh.
I get to climb up a ladder to get tables down? Found the tables. Literally, I had no clue where they are. I'm not joking. They're all up there. It's a good thing Tawny has a Jeep here. And Tawny's Jeep saves the day once again. Here we go. Do you think 4 is enough, Caitlin? 4 tables?
I was thinking 2. 1 for pizzas, 1 for dessert.
Or what are people gonna sit and eat at?
The floor.
I volunteered already.
We work at a barn.
Oh, okay. Caitlin's violently attacking the tables with cleaning products that I just, on the tables that I just got. And Angela messaged, she says she's on her way back. It's a good thing because I'm starving. All this hard work just works me up an appetite. So, gonna be eating here pretty soon. Careful with the table though, like don't break the poor thing.
You got pizza on that side and food on this side.
Got pizza, salad, and cookies, and cheesecake, and potato chips.
Angela is back. She's brought lots of goodies for us. And Dr. Lydia is catching up on some paperwork and then we're gonna eat lunch, but we've got a few minutes. So since Angela was not here when everyone was having fun riding the horse, we feel like she shouldn't miss out on anything just because she was out sacrificing her time to go find us goodies. So we're gonna let her have a little horse ride too.
Awesome.
Reaching through somehow, Oh, you're an island when the world is too loud.
You like him?
He's so sweet.
Do you like your new horse?
No, really? Is he mine? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna cry. Oh my goodness.
I adopted him.
You adopted him for me? Yep. Oh my goodness, Tony said I couldn't have a horse I could ride. Now you have a horse. That's so awesome, thank you. Angela crying. This is, he's a good boy. He just needs a buddy.
Yeah. Now she wants another one. That is so typical of horse people. You can't have just one.
I said
now you gotta have another one.
A buddy. Opie is up there, the donkey.
Now she wants a donkey. I tell you.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to talk it over with
He
you.
is a beautiful horse, and congratulations.
Thank you. That was so mean.
Drifting like the tides out on the freeway, let it ease my mind. We run away sometimes when belonging becomes something to find.
This week has been totally exhausting, but we've had so many amazing people here helping us with nearly 50 horses through the buyout program. Is just incredible. Another huge win for the horses this month. And one of our amazing followers donated to have lunch for everybody and their favorite treats. So Angela went to Walmart. We got lots of goodies here, and we're gonna enjoy a nice meal together after this crazy week we've had.
We had an amazing phone call from Jennifer, and she has provided lunch for us today. So I went to Pizza Hut and got pizza, and then I ran to Walmart. I came back, and I'm still a little shaken up a little bit. He had a big surprise for me when I got back. So we're gonna go ahead and have lunch, and thank you so much, Jennifer.
We have been working all week in taking horses, and we're going to change what we're doing because we know we're coming close to the end of the day, and our amazing medical team is not going to be here. We've had such a huge blessing having so many veterinarians helping us this week. We're going to bring them in here, do a quick look over, and get their photos and put them in the holding pen and try to get through the rest of the herd. We are going to see how that goes. Hopefully we can get everyone done.
We're here with this gelding. We're evaluating him today. He's one of the horses that came through our buyout program. But you can see that he has something up here and it's been draining. You can see how it's drained down the side of his face. It's firm. He's a little uncomfortable with us messing around with it. We have some sedation on board. We are going to take some radiographs, and that will let us know definitively if maybe there was an injury, fracture, something else, but it will help us determine what's going on with this guy and then what would be the appropriate course of treatment for him. I forgot to mention earlier that he is blind in that left eye, and it does appear that there was a previous fracture that could possibly explain both him being blind in that eye as well as that draining tract and that tissue that's very fibrous up there.
We're running after all the color galaxies we will discover. Up above the ground, shimmer starlight. We're defying gravity. There is nothing else we need. Don't just wanna float around for nothing. A final landing is inside. Above the clouds is always light. Looking up above for navigation.
We are finally done with all the intakes. The last group, we didn't have a whole lot of time, so we did get their pictures done. We got their brief veterinarian evaluation taken care of, and now we're gonna be turning them out They'll still be up in the holding pen area, so we can run them back through and give them all their orals and vaccines and stuff. But we were able to get through all of them. I am so grateful to the amazing, wonderful person who provided lunch for us. I can tell you this week is really sad. There was a lot of really critical horses, but we had an amazing team of veterinarians here helping us with these animals and making sure we make the right decisions on all of them. And there's so many that are just doing great, and it's amazing. But to have somebody being like, we know Horse Plus's team is having a rough week and they're exhausted, and I'm just gonna give them lunch and desserts too. And that was so sweet, and it really meant a lot to every single person. So it's been an awesome week. We're gonna get these guys settled down for the night, and then I've got a whole bunch of records I gotta do, but it's been awesome. And I'm so grateful to all the veterinarians who came here this week to help us. I think it's the most veterinarians we've ever had at our facility at one time, just focused on the animals and helping as many as we could. So it's been a great intake.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Ellen Chavez. I am so grateful to be able to come back to Horse Plus and to be able to help support their vital mission. I was able to come out earlier in August and actually be able to go to an auction and go through that whole process. So my trip this time was a little bit different, as we've been banned from auction. However, that has not stopped us from helping as many horses, mules, donkeys as we can. I had an awesome opportunity to be able to work with different veterinarians that were here as well to evaluate horses that came in through the buyout program. So that was super exciting to be able to see that plan in place and see how many that we were able to help that way. I found that even though it's sad to see them in those conditions, I felt very satisfied knowing that we were able to do that in such a timely manner in their critical time of need. We were also able to get a lot of castrations done, which was really fun and exciting. I really enjoy working with everyone here. It is an awesome team, and being able to just see what needs to be done and everybody jumping in and making it happen. Yes, it is a little emotionally and mentally draining, but I really value that. It's one of the reasons why I went to veterinary school. And I am grateful for the opportunity to be able to shed some light so people can really see what is going on, what is out there. Maybe they'll appreciate listening to what their veterinarians have to say and what their recommendations are, in understanding if you don't do this, this is what can happen. These chronic conditions, and seeing the suffering that they're going through. If we are not their voice, they don't have anyone. And I will always be their voice.
There was someone that went into the auction. We found out that they knew what was happening and they wanted to see what it was like in the auction without us. And they're gonna call, and we're very interested to hear what they have to say.
Hi, Tommy.
Hey, so you went into the auction and you said you had something that you wanted to tell me.
So I was at the auction and I just was kind of walking through, taking a look at everybody that was available, and I saw 3 law enforcement officers that were walking around the facility and the parking lot. There were a few people, gentlemen with hats, that they were hanging out with quite a lot. As I was looking at one of the horses, I noticed one of the officers was next to me, and there was an older gentleman that he was with. And he said, "Those horse people with the horse rescue said there was nothing here but dollar horses. Yeah, that's all I see here, huh?" Very sarcastic, and the gentleman he was with was laughing. We were looking at a horse that was a very good body condition score, and it was saddled. But as I walked through the rest of the area, I saw there were a lot of horses with ribs showing. Some were holding up legs. Some legs were swollen. I did not see a lot of horses there that I would feel comfortable saying we're healthy, happy, and nothing wrong with. And if they were walking around, I don't know why they weren't seeing the others or just choosing not to see them.
Sadly, in Tennessee, it's very common in auctions across the United States to see broken down horses. But yeah, so it sounds like it was kind of a good old boys club in there, you could say. Like they're all just hanging out, laughing together about us not being able to be there.
That's what I kind of picked up on. I was quite astonished at that comment that was said.
And that was commented by one of the officers.
Yes, that one of the officers that had been shown previously on one of the episodes.
Oh, really?
Guys, in the episodes, the one that had come, I think it was behind where you guys were trying to take some horses from the auction and said you guys couldn't be there. And then I believe it was the same officer that came and actually visited at your facility.
Okay, I think those were different officers, but I mean, there was 3 of them there, so that's quite impressive. I wish they were there to help the horses that desperately needed help, because it sounds like there was quite a few. But yeah, well, I appreciate you reaching out, you know, because we have been banned, but obviously it's a public auction, and you took advantage of that to see what was happening for yourself, and I appreciate you reaching out and giving me that report.
Anything to help the horses and support the mission and get the truth out there.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Well, that's interesting. So the person said basically it was a good old boys club in there. The officers are laughing about saying that there was only dollar horses here, like broken down horses, and a large majority that do come through the auction, they are broken down. Horse traders are very good about giving lots of drugs to horses, making them look better. Great to know what it was like from that person's perspective. And as far as, you know, like them hanging out and chatting with the traders and stuff, one of those officers, it sounds like it was one of the same one, that when we first went there to protest, like we got out of the vehicles and he came flying up and told us we couldn't be there. And we're like, we're in the road right away, we have every right to be here. And he kind of got a little like, and he left. But then he went around to all the different places saying what we were doing was illegal. And this has been such a crazy situation, but I really appreciate our fans that watch us from around the world and across the United States doing what they can to help us, and also letting us know, you know, what's happening at the auction. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Horse Shelter Heroes, sponsored by Celia. Celia is an amazing company, and they want to help horses. 20% of every order purchased through Celia will be donated to Plus Humane Society. And the exciting thing is, if we can get 100 orders within the first month, they'll donate enough to save.
We'll be able to save one more horse.
They will donate $1,000 if we can sell to 100 people their first order. So check it out. The product is great. And the energy drink, I mean, you've seen in the episode, it helped out our staff. And you can always purchase it and send it to us as well. And it's really important to have, you know, all the supplements that we take care of for our animals. It's just as equally important to take care of ourselves. So please check out their website, place an order with the link below, and help us get to that 100 orders so we can rescue one more horse.